Hey guys, welcome to Lima, home to now the Hopkins family, along with roughly 10 to 12 million people as well. This is one of my first times trying to film down here in our apartment, so if you hear background noise like a motorcycle or the national anthem here in Peru, you know, the car horn, or even a car alarm that's been going on all day, I'm sorry about that. We'll try to figure out how to get that out in the future videos, but I am happy to be updating you today. It has been an amazing 2 months since we've been here. Yeah, I can't believe that it's already been 2 months since we've moved, and a lot has happened. Really, a lot has happened, both good and bad. And I mean, it's moving, period. Good and bad things happen, let alone moving to a different country. But we expected all this, and we are very, very thankful to be here. And I can't wait to share with you kind of what we've been up to lately. Now, if you've been following us for a while, you might remember the fact that we have been asking for prayers for our girls in their transition here. It has been a huge concern for our family since we've started this journey to move here, and I am happy to tell you that these girls have done so good with the move. From the long flight to getting here super late, and the adjustment to walking a lot of places or having to take an Uber, or just the traffic and the different surroundings, they have done an absolutely great job, and they have been very excited to explore the city. We've taken them all over the place. From El Salvador, where we're going to be working, to downtown, where all the historical sites are, and the President's Palace, as well as we had a chance to take a trip over into the jungle. But more on that here in a little bit. We have found an apartment. It is in a location that we absolutely love. On a clear day, we can see mountains out one side, and then out the other side of our apartment, we can see the ocean and ancient ruins that predate the Incan Empire. Now, we cut it close for our shipping container. I'm not gonna lie, I literally got the keys for our apartment the day before everything was delivered into our apartment. So that caused a little bit of stress and frustration, but God worked it out, and we have officially fully moved in, unpacked. Everything is kind of where it's going to go. I mean, things will change, but we have pictures hung and the girls' room decorated, and it's beginning to feel like home. We've even had a chance to meet some of our neighbors, albeit one of them was because water was leaking from our apartment into their apartment overnight. So that was an interesting thing to deal with. But we have some of the greatest neighbors. They are super kind and helpful, and we couldn't have asked for anything better. We were able to open a bank account and even switch our phones to Peruvian phone numbers already, which, as far as getting here and only having your passport, getting a bank account is very, very difficult. We even had a chance to buy our car, which, when you're talking about driving over a mountain pass, which is about 16,000 feet up in the air, and even driving through a river in the jungle, we are very thankful to have a reliable SUV. In the month of July, we are very fortunate to have Josie come down and be our intern and help us out, not only to unpack and adjust to day-to-day living here in Lima, but we were able to show her around the city, show her what we will be doing in Villa El Salvador, and even expose her to a few ministries that are already existing here in Lima through some of our friends. Pray for her as she starts her senior year at Baptist Bible College in Springfield, Missouri. A couple of fun things that we were able to do while Josie was here is we were able to take her over the mountains into the jungle while we were there, because sometimes life here in Lima is loud and chaotic, and you just need a little bit of time away and possibly see the sun. Remember, Lima is usually gray almost all winter. Little did we know that while she was here that the Pan American Games will be going on here in Lima. Now, if you don't know what the Pan American Games are, the best way I can describe it is a small-scale Olympics. It is put on by the Olympic Committee. All the Olympic sports are here, and the athletes are represented here but only for the Americas. The marathon ran right in front of our apartment, so we were able to cheer on Team USA and Peru, all from the comfort of our own home. It's been really cool seeing all the athletes and countries represented. Last week, our girls were able to start school at International Christian Schools of Lima, and so far, they absolutely love it. They love their teachers, and next week, they begin after-school clubs. And in closing, we just have a few prayer requests, if you can keep those in mind. The first one is we were able to turn in all of our paperwork for our visas. Those should take about 4 to 6 weeks before we find out if we are approved or denied, so definitely keep that in prayer. And second, Megan and I begin school next week. Yes, school, back to school. It's awesome when your kids go back to school, but it's a little nerve-wracking when you go back to school. We begin an intensive immersion program for about 18 weeks, where we will be in class Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day. But if there's one thing that we have learned for sure is that we need to learn Spanish to be effective here. Not many people speak English, and usually if they do speak English, they speak about as much English as we speak Spanish. So just enough to be even more frustrating. So pray for us as we begin that process, and pray that we will be able to retain and learn well. Thank you so much for watching this update. Thank you for your support and your prayers. If you'd like to join our financial support team, the links are down below in the comments. And until next time, we'll see you in the next update.